It's Christmas! That's right. If you want to see a bit more of this yummy kit and what we're going to do with it, stay tuned. Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. I am super excited to bring the launch of my Christmas kit for 2024. So I've got a whole bunch of things on here. I'm just going to move them out of the way. I just love the way they look scrumptious and pretty on here. So let me just move those out of the way. So we've got an absolutely humongous kit here. So this is a 40 page, I think it is, 40 page of background pages, and then there's a huge 18 page ephemera part of the kit as well. So I do them, you know, more often than not in 2-part kits. So this has got an ephemera part and the background pages. So if you didn't want to buy the whole kit, you could obviously just buy one part or the other. So hopefully that makes it kind of more practical and cost effective for everybody, and you can get them how you want to get them. So I'm going to run you through quite quickly all the pages, because obviously it's huge and we'll be here for a long time if I take too long. So I'm going to just run you through. It's called Merry and Bright. You get a PDF version and you also get JPEG versions of the files, because I know that, you know, lots of you like one and lots of you like the other. So, yep, and it's available on my Etsy shop. I will at some point be putting it on my website, but I haven't done that as yet. So that's to come. But yeah, it's a huge kit. I had a lovely time making this kit, and I have started making already a folio using it, and I'm having a really lovely time making it. It's, yeah, scrumptious to use. You've got a whole bunch of different colours, so hence the name Merry and Bright. So you could kind of not dull it down, but you know, you could have a very kind of more what's the word, neutral type shades. So, you know, for example, you could use kind of pages like these and have a much more kind of natural color palette, or of course you could use, you know, many of these much more vibrant, bright colored pages, and, you know, really kind of adapt the kit to suit your needs. So yeah, I love how it turned out. It's really scrumptious, and yeah, I think it's got so much versatility for a whole different you know, combination of looks and feels to it. So all of these pages have been printed on 120 GSM presentation paper. This is all on A4 pages. So yep, absolutely loving how these pages look. Like I say, a whole different bunch of different things. So you've got kind of some with like greens and pinks. You've got some with you know, these blues and whites, very kind of crispy, snowy, wintry looking things. You've got some with the creams and the ivories and things. Yeah, and then you've got some more traditional ones like with the greens and the reds. So for example here. So yeah, really hope that you love the look of it. And yeah, lots and lots of different combinations of the pages. I have to say, I got a bit carried away when I was making it, and then I just couldn't really narrow it down. So hence the kit has turned out so huge. And yeah, hopefully that you guys really like the fact that it's turned out so massive. And yeah, I didn't know when to stop. And then when I was kind of narrowing it down, you know, I kind of found myself being drawn to all of the pages, and then thinking, oh, I'd like to include that page. Oh, I'd like to include that one. Oh, I do like that one. So in the end, I just thought, oh, do you know, let's just include most of them, because I think they all have something to bring to the party, and yeah, just a really unique, lovely feel to it. So, and you know, like I say, you've got some sort of plainer pages in here as well as the very busy pages, which, you know, I love to use. So big combination of pages. I do like to try and include some sort of plainer pages, like I say, you know, for example, this to use as backgrounds and things, along with some busier pages as well. So, you know, hopefully you've got the best of both worlds. So that's the background pages. As I say, it's called Merry and Bright. There's, I think, 40 pages in that section, or that part of the kit. And then what you've got is this add-on kit, or, you know, separate kit, which is the ephemera part. And like I say, I think this is 18 pages. And again, you get this in PDF and JPEG versions of the files. So this has all been printed on photo paper. It's 180 GSM. It's not my usual 250 thickness because I'm struggling to get hold of that at the moment. So yeah, this is 180 GSM. So, but you get pages with landscape journal cards. You've got a couple of pages of edge strips, which I absolutely love. They are the same, but they're on different background pages, which I think you probably can see. They look very different, you know, although they are the same decorative edge strips. By just being on a different background, they really, really look very different. So yeah, really kind of love these. And don't they just look so pretty, the images all together in those edge strip kind of composition. You've got a couple of pages with pockets. So a couple of pages of pockets, and then you've got some words and things as well that you can obviously add on to your pockets, and you've got some blank label-y type pieces as well. Got some label bits and some other bits there. You've got a large postage stamp there. Again, more words and things like that on this page. So lots of different variety that you can obviously use to put onto your bits and bobs. You've got this page here, which, oh my goodness, don't you just love how this looks? Such scrumptious images. Yeah, really, really, really love that. You've got some postage stamps, different sizes and things, and obviously some framed images. Then you've got the same page again, just to kind of show you, same page again, but again, it's on a different background, which, to be honest, looks so incredibly different. So that's why I like to include kind of, you know, things like this. Because obviously if you wanted to tear your images rather than cut them and things like that, including some of the background, then you're going to get very different results, you know, depending on which page you take. So yeah, really nice and fun images. You've got some portrait journal cards here. Right, this has now gone on to, oh no, sorry, that was one of the background pages, which I have printed on to a page, just because I thought that would be fun to use as well. This is more journal cards, portrait ones. More of these, again, on different backgrounds and slightly different in that I've switched the sizing of these images. Just, you know, so you've got some variety there. But again, as you can see, very different looks depending on the background. So, you know, you've got the best of both worlds then to use. Got these ones, which are scrumptious. And again, I did these on a different background, which, you know, beautiful, beautiful images. And then we've got these ones. Oh, that might be the same page again. Yep, I think that's the same page. I must have printed that twice. Oh, this one might be the same page again. Oh no, this is different page. I'm so sorry. What happens is they come off on the printer, and then of course they get mixed up, you know, on the floor in front of the printer, and then yeah, I pick them up and I'm no longer sure of the order of how they come. Then you've got this gorgeous page here with lots of different tearable bits and, you know, fussy cut type items. Lots of labels and things like that. Very, very cute. And again, I've put them on this lovely background. So, you know, when you tear them out, you've got that background. Again, the same page, but on a different background. Again, giving very different kind of effects onto there. So, you know, depending on what kind of look you're going for with your journal, you can mix it up and, you know, play around. And then we've got this page here, which again, aren't these images just so gorgeous? Absolutely love, love, love how these all look. So a whole bunch of different bits and bobs that you've got. Now I'm going to clear this out of the way and then we're doing a craft along. Okay, so what I've done, I've selected a few of the what I would call the plainer sort of background type pages of the kit. So I've got a few different ones here, again, so that we've got a few different looks going on. And what I want to do is make some of these envelope tags, which I was inspired by some beautiful tags that I saw on Pinterest. So all I'm going to do is take my paper and I'm going to make it into a square first of all. So this is a little kind of trick for getting a square from your rectangular paper, is if you cut it on the diagonal, or sorry, fold it on the diagonal there, if you can see, across like that. And then when you then cut it here, you're going to end up with a square. Now, obviously it doesn't have to be quite perfect, but it's just a kind of starting point and a really easy way to get a square. And you know, we've done things like this before when we've done mass making sessions and things. So I'm going to take a few of the sheets and cut down the squares like that, so that I can do hopefully a few of these, you know, in the same video. So again, just take that, just cut it down across here. Oh, it's so chilly today. Yep, it was, well, I thought it said 2.5 on my car this morning when I went to the gym. My friend said it had said 1.5 on her car, and her friend said it had said 0 on her car. So yeah, it's said different things on different people's cars. I mean, that could be just different times. That being said, I kind of was in my car earlier, so that makes no sense, because you would have thought that it would be getting colder, or getting warmer as the day went by. But who knows, to be honest, who knows. But yeah, let's just say it's super cold. So I'm very, very, very chilly right now. I should have bought my little fan heater up. I've currently got it downstairs because I've had it on in my living room. And yep, I just couldn't be bothered to run down and get it, but now kind of like wishing that I had, to be honest. Right, okay, I'm going to just do the 4 because I think I'm probably being a bit over ambitious, thinking I'm going to do way more than that, but we'll see how we get on. If there is time to do more than that, then that would be fab. Now what I'm going to do is form some envelopes from these. So all I want to do is basically put my paper square on, like on the diagonal, would you call this, and then I want to form my envelopes. So what you can do is, it's up to you how you do them, but I'm going to just take mine in like this, doing my sides in first. Now unfortunately this isn't great when I'm trying to kind of like keep my head out of the video, because I can't really see too much where the edges are to line them up, but let's hope that I've got that more or less okay. And then we're going to just go up here like that. Okay, so that's my envelope. Now this is quite huge, I have to say, so I'm now thinking actually this is not going to look great. Yeah, I think I've made this way too big. Not loving how that is. It's too big, to be honest. So yeah, scrap that one. So right, plan number 2. So I want to make a smaller square. Now I wonder whether if I do it like this and just cut this down, whether we'll get a smaller square. Let's just hope so. So yeah, let's take that like that. I don't know, I haven't ever tried this before, so I might end up with a really wonky looking square, but we'll see. So there's probably a much better way to do these make these squares, but obviously I hadn't really realized that I was going to be cutting or that my paper that I'd cut into the square was going to be too big. I should have made a prototype for these, but never mind. Right, so I've got a much smaller square here, so hopefully this is going to look a bit more balanced when I sort of make it into an envelope. So again, bring the sides in like that. Okay, 1, 2, oops, like that. Okie dokie. Oh gosh, I'm not very good at folding these sides in and making them look level or even, to be honest. Yeah, this is not going very well today. Oh, it's still huge, look. So sorry about this, I'm mucking this up completely. Yeah, not doing a good demonstration here. Maybe I should edit the video and take all this out. But having said that, I think some of you really like seeing, you know, how to overcome issues and problems. So yeah, perhaps I will leave it in. Right, let's go for one again and let's make this way smaller. So let's do it like this size. So hopefully I'm going to get roughly a square, much smaller this time. So I'll probably do this and find it's too small, but let's give this a try. Because I want to make these into tags, and they're just going to look really weird if they're ginormous. Like I say, I haven't actually made these. I just saw some on Pinterest and I thought, oh, they look gorgeous. Definitely, in hindsight, I should have practiced a couple, because these are not great. Right, I'm going to, I think, fold my bottom up first, because I'm not making a very good job of the folding either. So let's take that in and then do the sides afterwards. So like that, and then this one here. So we just kind of want them to be, you know, envelope-ish looking. Right, that's much better. That's a much better size for my, oops, for my envelopes. You know, bearing in mind that I want them to be tags. So going to just now fold them in this way. Now I have got this bulk here of paper, excess paper, which I may cut out in a moment. But that's my foundation for my envelope. Got there eventually. Now I'm going to give you the rough measurements of this, just in case you want to follow this, although I'm shocked if you want to after my rubbish demonstration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is like a 6x6 kind of sheet of paper. Okay, so if you're wanting to make these, a 6x6 seems to work really nicely. Now I'm going to just cut my corner pieces here like that. And then obviously, oops, we do not need to cut the top sort of area where ordinarily on an envelope the top would fold in, because, oh, hang on. Oh, scrap that. I'm talking obviously utter rubbish, aren't I? Yep. Yep, ignore what I'm saying. Oh my goodness. What a terrible video this is turning out to be. Right, you will need to cut all 4 corners if you don't want that bulk. Yep, ignore what I just said. So we have got in, and up. So yeah, quite happy with that. Now, I have to say, I've probably folded these in too far, if you see what I mean. They're like, you know, they're not angled enough. So now I'm going to just tweak the envelope. So, oh, worst envelope demonstration ever. Absolutely appalling. But hey, hopefully this is going to show that, you know, anything goes. And if you kind of muck your, you know, muck your pieces up, muck your envelopes up, it doesn't matter. You can always just tweak it and, you know, adjust them, and they're going to look then great. Okay, so that straight away looks really nice now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take my envelope piece here. I'm just going to fold that down, I think. Like that. Okay. Right, got there eventually. My goodness, could that have been any more of a struggle to make that envelope? Absolutely appalling. Right, let's go in and glue these bits down. Now I've got glue problems. Right, whilst I did that, I also took the opportunity to cut a few more of the small squares. So whilst we're at it, I will just very quickly fold my other envelopes up at the same time. So let's hope that I do a bit of a better job of this. Oh, something tells me I'm not going to, but never mind. They don't have to be perfect, obviously. So just take this one like that. Okay. And this side. Okie dokie. Yeah. Oh, no, that's a bit far in. I mean, really what I'm looking for is them to just be more or less the same size at the top here. So that's the bit that's a little bit tricky, I find, to get just right. So hopefully, yeah, that's not too bad. So that one, so for these I might even just cut them in, or not cut them in, but have them with the, yeah, with the bulk all in there, just because I'm struggling to actually obviously make them and make them look good. So yeah, let's take that one. Okay, and then this side. Okie dokie, like that. And, yeah. Okay. Oh, I also, yeah, grabbed my heater whilst I'd switched the camera off, because I thought, oh, I am actually pretty chilly. So yeah, I've brought the heater up now, so if you can hear that sort of just blowing away in the background, hopefully it's not too intrusive. I haven't used it for a while, so you kind of like forget, don't you, how loud or not it might be. So that one and that one. Oh, no, that one's not roughly symmetrical, is it? Hopefully that's a bit better. Oh my goodness, look at what a terrible job I'm doing of this. What is going on with me today? All over the place, literally all over the place. I don't know what's going on, so I might have to cut the bulk out of some of these, because not made a very good job at all. But like I say, I mean, hopefully this is helpful to somebody, of like, things don't have to be quite perfect. So, you know, and I didn't obviously measure any of my squares or anything. I've just taken them roughly. So, you know, they're kind of random sizes, but, you know, they're just giving us somewhere to kind of like work from. So, yeah. Right. Okay. Let's just see. Right. Okay. So, yeah, I think what I do want to do is probably take this side and fold it in, because can you see here I've got these straight edges. That's what makes it look more envelopey, isn't it? Whereas these don't look that envelopey. So yeah, I was thinking I would get away with that, but actually I think it does need the top bit folding in, because I can then take these little notches out, whereas otherwise it's kind of not got those. So again, just folding it there, so I know roughly where I'm going to be taking them down. So if it was like that, I would be cutting there, and yeah, like that. Okay, this one, trying to rush these really, because of course what I want to do is get on to the decorating, which is of course much more fun. So yeah, but hopefully this is really demonstrating that, you know, you don't have to be too precise when making envelopes. You know, it's all going to work out fine. You know, you just want the rough envelope shape, basically. You know, how you achieve that is really fine, doesn't matter at all. Right, okay, so I'm going to go in and cut all of my notches out now for my envelopes, like that. Okay, oops. Okay. Yes, I'm so chilly, I must say. Hope that heater starts to work soon. Well, I mean, it is working, but you know, I hope it starts to take the chill off soon, because my goodness, it's pretty cold. Okay. Bottom bit, like that. Okie dokie, and then this one. Just trying to kind of rush these so it's not too boring to be watching. Okay, so perhaps I will glue one down just to kind of show you, and then I will glue the others quickly, you know, in slow time off screen, and then we'll come back and decorate, because I realised that obviously this is probably not what you've tuned in to watch. You know, me chopping the corners out of the envelopes which I've really bodged up and not made a great job of. So the other thing that I might do is, just depending on how my envelopes now look, I may you know how we took them back to back to trim off these sides? So like that, I might just take these round on some of them. Oops. And just take the flaps down, or the, you know, the side parts down a little bit more. So if I just put that like that, we can just then level them off. So, oops, just bring them like that. Oops, like that. Maybe a bit more. Okay, because what you're trying to do is obviously, you know, with an envelope, they're generally kind of like in further, aren't they? So like that. Now you can see my top, awful, but again, I can tidy that afterwards. So I'm not really too worried. So I will do that with all of them in a minute, but I won't bore you to tears with me doing that with all of them. So what we'll do is I'm just going to glue this one together with you guys, and then I can obviously get on and glue the others down, and then we will come back and we will have a bit of fun doing the decorating. So just make sure that's kind of straight. Okay, right, looking good. So just going to glue this little piece down. Oh gosh, it's been so long now since I've unclogged my glue. It's clogged back up, would you believe? Oh, after all of that. It's because I unclogged it. Then I obviously, after unclogging it, went and got my heater, cut all of my squares. Now I've obviously folded them all up. So of course it's now like been ages since it's actually been cut down. Right, now going to glue these two together because they obviously are sort of meeting in the middle, and then I'm just going to glue my front piece of my envelope down onto here. Okay, so looking good. Now what I probably will do is, you could either coffee dye this on the inside. I mean, obviously if you don't mind it being white, then you don't need to do that. I personally don't want it white, but I think what would be better, because I'm going to make this a tag, so put like a hole in here, I think it would be better and sort of safer to actually put another piece of paper on here, which will then kind of make it much more durable and sort of thicken it up. So let me just see. Right, so I've got the pieces that I chopped off originally. I don't know whether that's going to be wide enough. Oh, isn't that annoying? And it's going to look really weird sideways on, isn't it? So yeah, probably best not. I wonder if that one's wider. No, oh, would you believe it? None of them are going to be wide enough. Right, that's fine. I will take some of the other decorative paper. I mean, the irony is, obviously I've got all these papers printed out, and now what am I trying to do? You guessed it. I'm now trying to hoard the papers. I mean, that's just ludicrous, isn't it? I don't know what goes on. Why does that happen? Why? Why do we want to hoard these things that we can even just print off more? It's just the most peculiar behaviour, isn't it? Right, so going to take this. Now, I might try and have him, the Santa, in the envelope. So holding that up to the light, I can just see through enough to see roughly where he would need to go to, oops, to cut that down. So if I put that there, and then I'm going to cut it around. Now, I've done this way wider because I will tidy it up afterwards. Okay, so I just want to have like the rough shape here. And like that. And then just like that. Okie dokie. Right. So long as this tucks into here, which of course it doesn't. Oh, goodness. So long as that tucks in, then that's good enough. Okay, like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to glue that into there. And that way I've got a really nice kind of durable back piece for that envelope. So obviously it's not going to be a closing envelope because it's going to be you know, done like a tag. So just go around the edge of here. Okay, pop that into there. Oops. Just slide that in. Now at this point I may want to just lift it up a bit to the light to make sure that my Santa is going to be, you know, where he needs to be. Yep. Okay, and just pull this across. Okay, right, looking good. So squish that down. Okay, so now what I want to do is obviously just cut off my sides, because my piece is obviously not quite as wide as those sides. So like that. And then I can make this more envelope shaped. So like that, maybe just round the top slightly. And then down that side. Okay, so that's not quite brilliant, but it's okay. Yeah, it's okay like that. So looking really good. Now obviously my back is, you know, got some overlap. Again, I'm not that worried because this would probably be glued onto a page, even though I'm making it tag style. If I was worried, what I could do now is, you know, because I've got the shape that I like for my envelope flap, I could always cover the back with some extra paper, because to be honest, as you can probably see, my pieces are now upside down anyway. So I could go in and just recover the entire thing. So if I just take this down just to kind of demonstrate really. And the other thing is, you know, if you want to use it like a pull-out tag rather than a glued-in pocket, you may want to do this anyway, because it's going to make your piece much more durable, you know, for handling. So I'll just take that. Just then, yep. Take it down here, like that. Okie dokie. Like that. And right, just check that that's going to roughly be the right width. It's slightly too wide. Just take it down slightly. Okay. Right, so that's going to fit on the back there. So all I'll do is glue around on my back of my envelope. So like that. Plenty of glue all around the edges. Oh dear. Along the bottom. Then fill in all the glue like in the middle. Okie dokie, like that. Pop our sheet of paper down, like that, okay. And then just, yep, press it on, oops, like this. And that way I've just eliminated, obviously, where I had the scruffy, you know, back. And also I've now made it much more durable. And of course we've got rid of any upside down images that were now on the back. So, you know, bit of a faff, you know, from one perspective, but having said that, makes it much more usable as a tag from doing that, because I've now got 3 thicknesses of paper, so it's really nice and durable. And, you know, it's also now got not upside down images, if you see what I mean. Oops, I'm now having to trim this round because I thought, oh, my sides, oh gosh, they're not looking good, are they? Oh, I'm so sorry about this. Right, it's not going well. There we go. So what we've got is we've got our, obviously, envelope, and we've also got it like a, you know, like a little sort of tag. So I'm going to quickly glue together my other ones, and then we'll come back and decorate this. Right, so I'm back now. I've made all of my envelopes here. They're all sat to the side. I haven't lined them or anything, so we're just going to focus on this one at the moment. We'll just see how we get on, whether we've got time or anything to do anymore. So I'm going to do some decorating on the front. What am I going to do? I think maybe this one. Looks very cute. So I'm just going to take this down. Oh, sorry if you can hear Bo. She's just doing that weird little groan that she does where I don't know why she does that, whether she does it when I'm disturbing her. That's what I always like to think it is, when she's like, oh mum, be quiet, heard enough of your crafting chat for one day. Yeah, she was asleep on my bed and she's now decided to come in here. Maybe she could hear the fan heater and thought, oh, perhaps it's warmer in there. Although having said that, she was obviously under the covers in my room, so she would have been warmer. Right. So this one I've just cut out, just incorporating a little bit of that background page, which looks gorgeous on there, doesn't it? Okay, so I will ink this all up. And again, you know, I know we talk about it and sort of say, oh, you know, inking, that's optional, isn't it? I do really prefer all of my things when I do ink them, if I'm truthful. So, yeah, I don't very often not ink. But, yeah, I mean, I guess you could choose to not ink. I mean, it's got to be said, when I choose to not ink, you know, when I don't ink, sorry, I'm just tearing this down to make it small enough to put actually in here. That's just an odd scrap piece of paper, but I just wanted to make it small enough to be able to put in here so that I could ink around the opening of the envelope like that without obviously touching the underneath paper. So very cute. Yeah, when I don't ink, I just, yeah, never kind of feel quite the same, like it looks quite the same. There we go. So how gorgeous does that look? Now I've just got some lace, which we'll just take a little portion of that. Okie dokie. Now thinking put it this side, and this side, maybe like that, maybe there. Looks very cute, doesn't it? Now I've got some red bows here, so I'm just going to put in a little red bow. Really Christmas it up with the red. So going to put that there. Now, do I want to have a word or anything? So just got this ho ho ho. Let's take that down. Okie dokie. Oops. Like that. I wonder if we want it at the bottom actually. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to glue this on, oops, first. Now I'm just going to glue this with my hot glue gun. I know I say things like this all the time. I'm just doing it with the hot glue gun because I'm filming and I don't then have to keep pressing it down, making sure it's glued. You know, it's not essential to have a hot glue gun. So that being said, I do absolutely love my hot glue gun. So yeah, probably my favourite thing. Favourite thing in the craft world. Obviously my favourite thing in real life is bow. But yeah, my favourite crafting item. Now, could have that in the background, but I'm thinking on here because obviously the background's going to be sort of covered up with, you know, anything that's in the tag, the pocket part. So now, do we like it like that? Do we like it like, oh, the bow's quite cute over there actually. Could put the bow there in the centre. It's a little bit close to Santa's face, or we could have it there on the side. I have to say actually I quite like it over there. Yeah, so I'm going to go for it over there. So let's put this down. Okie dokie, like that. Just going to put the bow to the side like that. Oh, how gorgeous does that look? Absolutely love how that looks. Then I'm going to just punch my hole in here to obviously make it a tag. So like that. And then I'm thinking, do you know, it's such a shame that I haven't got any red sari silk, because red sari silk would be absolutely awesome, wouldn't it? let me see if I've got any red ribbon. No, that's annoying. If I had some red, like, you know, ribbon or something, that would also be good. I have got red baker's twine, but I'm thinking that won't be, you know, flamboyant enough. So, yeah, that's not going to really quite do. I've got some pink sari silk, or I've got some ivory sari silk. Let's just bring that in. Oh, I don't know. Well, what I might do is go for the ivory. So, like that. Okay, oops. Like that. And then, thinking, so just tie that up there. I do love a tag with a big bow, I have to say. It's kind of like, yeah, a bit of a thing. I think nothing says, oh, look at this yummy tag, than a yummy bow. So, yeah, let's just snip that off like that. Take that out of the way. Right, now, I'm thinking a bit of hot glue just to kind of like hang that, or hold that, sorry, in place. So, like that. Okay. And like that. Okie dokie. So, like that. And then, I think to give it the red that I'm looking for, and I feel like it needs a bit of red, I've got some little hangy gems. Find them. I mean, if I had a bell, that would be very cool. I did used to have some bells. I've no idea where they've gone now. I've still got them, no doubt, but yeah, just no idea where they are these days. So I'm thinking gem. Now that one is red, but I've kind of painted over it and you can't now see very easily that it is red. What about that one? It's got a little bit less paint all over it. So yeah, I think probably that. Oops, sorry, I just dropped everything out my drawer. Hold on, sorry about that. I just nearly dropped my drawer out onto Bo. So, yep, she's left the room now. Yes, all trying to get these. So I had these new gems. Yeah, hard to say really. There's these that I've sort of coloured, but obviously the paint's all over the gem, which was how I, you know, did them deliberately. But now it's like, oh, can you really see it's red? Whereas this one obviously still silver and just looking a little bit too bright, I feel. So yeah, I think I'm going to go for the antique-y one after all. So just going to take that and pop it onto a bulb pin. Okay, and then just pin that through. Now, just pin that through that knot. Oh dear, this is a terrible craft with me. I'm so sorry. It's yeah, not my finest day. Oh. Come on, come through. Oh. Don't know what was going on there either, but anyway, didn't want to go through. Right, there we go. So we've just got there like a little bit of bling, which just, you know, brings the red in nicely. Oh, that's come undone. Right, let me just... And then what I can do, I can probably take that round like that. There we go. That's better. So it's like on that end now. There we go. Yay. I mean, how gorgeous does that look? And then, of course, what you can do is put things into the pocket. So let me just get rid of these little bits and bobs, and then we'll just pop a couple of things into the pocket. So I feel like I have taken up a lot of time just making this and faffing around. So I think what we'll do is just take a couple of the journal cards from the kit. So perhaps we'll just take this one. So, and obviously I, you know, like to put these background papers on so that if you want to cut them with a border, you can do that. Obviously, you've then got the option of not cutting with a border, you know. So you can kind of then expand your card or shrink it, if you see what I mean. You can make it bigger or smaller, depending on whether you include the background or not, really. So, yeah, I think it's just a bit of extra sort of flexibility, extra versatility for your journal cards. So let's just quickly go in like that. Okie dokie. Right, hopefully these are going to fit in that pocket, because this is where I will then be like, oh no, I've now cut them too big. Right, oh thank goodness, something's gone to plan. So yeah, you could just have a couple of journal cards obviously tucked into your little pocket tag. Isn't that just so yummy? I absolutely love that. And obviously, like I say, you could then either glue it into your junk journal as a pocket, or you could obviously just, you know, have it as a move around item, depending on, you know, how you wanted to use it. But I just absolutely love it. So yeah, let's quickly do one more. So what I'll do, I'll quickly line the backs of these, and then we'll just do one more very quickly. Okay, so I'm back, and I've obviously done these ones here. So I'm thinking let's go for this one, because I just absolutely love how that Father Christmas looks poking out of that pocket. He looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't he? So let's pull back in the ephemera pieces that we were just kind of playing with before. Got bits of paper now absolutely everywhere, because of all my bits that I've been doing. So yeah, my desk's looking even worse, to be honest, as if that were at all possible. Yep, it looks terrible. Right, so yeah, let's have a look and see. Thinking kind of if we use one off of this page, then it would be quite good, because obviously then it saves cutting up yet another item. Oh, what about one of these? Yeah, I'm kind of thinking one of these. So, let me just check. I've got these lovely postage stamps, which I do really like. Do really like this one. I did bring along my, you know, hair thinning scissors to be able to cut these postage stamps out. So as I get the, you know, the crinkly edge, not the crinkly edge, you know, like the perforated edge type thing that you get on postage stamps, just in case I wanted to use a stamp. So yeah, let's just take that. Oh my goodness, I don't know how you'd really kind of sharpen those scissors, to be honest, but I feel like mine need a bit of sharpening. Right, let's have a look. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look scrumptious? Oh, it's just beautiful, isn't it? Like very delicate on that paper, which I really do love. Yeah, I think maybe that. And then I'm thinking this. So let me just cut out this naughty or nice piece. But I think what I am going to do is tear it down. So yeah, kind of like that. And the other thing, sorry, that I was meant to say was you could always put like a little piece on the back here. So for example, now I'm not necessarily saying that this is going to be the piece, but I could take this postage stamp. Oops. Like that. Yeah, I had meant to say that, and yeah, I totally forgot really. So I don't that often decorate the backs of things, if I'm truthful, you know, even if it's a pull-out piece, because I kind of feel like it should have a front and a back. And, you know, to me, the backs of things aren't really decorated. I mean, it's a bit like sunbathing, you know, I don't that often, you know, lay on my front, so I tan my backs and my legs and things. So, yeah, they often are very brown on the front, and then I probably walk away and they're completely white on the back. But hey, that's just me. So yeah, you could always have something like that. You could glue it on like a pocket, and then, you know, that, oops, that would then be, you know, all you'd need to really decorate the back of that, to be honest. I'm not necessarily saying that goes with what's on the front of there now I look, to be honest, but yeah, just trying to give you an idea of the types of other things that you could pop on there. Actually, now thinking maybe one of these. So yeah, let's just take that label. So let's just take this. Actually, hang on. Oops. Yeah, let's just take this label. Okay. Yeah, so I've got lots of things I need to finish off now. I've got got all sorts of unfinished projects, but now including a Christmas unfinished project that I now need to crack on with, really. So I did forget to ink the back of this tag, so just quickly go around the edge and just ink that up, just so it, you know, matches the front. Feels lovely, this tag now. It's got a very nice tactile feel about it. So yeah, I mean, could just put something like that on the back, and then you've got obviously massive pocket on the front, and you've got then your pocket on the back as well. So let's just pop that on just before I forget what I was doing with it, like that. There we go. And then you could obviously pop another, you know, another little piece into there as well. So perhaps we'll just take, let's just see. Yeah, let's take this. This one might be too wide, but we shall see. Well, it might be okay. If not, I could always cut the background off. That would make it slimmer, and then it might be the right size. I'll just try it like this first. There we go. Yay! Oh, I mean, how gorgeous is that tag? And you know what? These would be absolutely perfect for little kind of Christmas gifts. Or the other thing is, you could even hang these on your tree. I mean, how gorgeous would they look hung on your tree? And then, you know, when, like, you know, your family come round, you could give them as little gifts. They could have gift cards in and stuff, you know, just really cute, aren't they? Or you could even have like little chocolate coins or something in here for the kids, and they could be hung on the tree. So just very, very cute. I mean, you could just put the bulb pin, hang it onto the tree like that, couldn't you? So yeah, very, very sweet, aren't they? I really do love them. Right, let's just stay focused on this one quickly. So this one, I haven't covered the back in a different paper. So, you know, the back is kind of like just obviously the original page. To be honest, it's not as thin and flimsy as I imagined it would be. It feels okay. So, you know, I think you could probably get away with it not being backed again, if you see what I mean. But if you were worried, then obviously just put an extra sheet of paper on the back as well. I mean, especially if you're going to be hanging on the Christmas tree or anything, because obviously then it's going to be, you know, much stronger, much better. So let's just take this. Oh my goodness. I mean, I absolutely love how that looks. It's so pretty, isn't it? Just love those colours together. I mean, even with like the bright Santa in the back, it still looks really yummy, doesn't it? Like really gorgeous. Now I wish I could see the upside and the underside of the lace. Oh my goodness, so rubbish at seeing which is the front and which is the back of the lace. Probably doesn't really matter, but so yeah, we could just have it like that. I mean, to be honest, if you had like any of those little snowdrops or anything, something like that would look very cute on here. Oh my gosh, now I need another glue stick. Oh gosh, come on. Oh, I know what would look good on here is some of that bobble trim. Now I don't know whether I've got any left. Certainly I had some in the trim packs for a while, and then I've not managed to get any more since I think they were the first lot of trim packs that I sold. Let me just see if I've got any in my drawer. Oh, what's this? Oh. Right, I've got this here. It's possibly a little bit on the big side, but it's okay. Or I could just pop the But just cut off the bobbles and pop them on like little snowballs. I don't know whether that would be like really weird. Let me just have a go. One. I'll just cut off a few and just see, because I don't want to, you know, waste them all cutting them if they're going to look really rubbish. Oh my goodness, how cute do they look? I mean, obviously this would be making it maybe a little bit bulbous in a journal, but if you were going to have this as a Christmas decoration, or, you know, a gift for somebody, like a, you know, to hold a gift card or something, then very, very cute with these little bubbles, I must say. Yeah, very cute. Let me have one more, because otherwise it looks a bit weird being the even number. I'm only going to put them on the, you know, the bottom part, if you see what I mean, because yeah, I feel like it would maybe be a bit much to have them on the top, and then obviously if you put things in the pocket, it would possibly be a bit in the way, but perhaps we'll just have one like that. Like that. Okay, so let's just pop this one down. Oh, they look so cute, don't they? Really, really cute. Absolutely love them. Yeah, best put that one to the side. It's always a bit awkward, isn't it? Because you don't want them to look like you've lined them up or anything like that. You know, that would then be a very weird look. Oops, but sometimes it's hard to get them, you know, looking random when you put things like this on. Let's put that on there. It's this 5th one, so maybe I should just go for the 4. Maybe I should just go for 4. What do we think? I feel like it does need another one. There. Or there. Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe the 4 is kind of better. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so sorry about this. I'm literally deliberating how many snowballs to have on here, which that's just like really weird. Oh, I wish that I could hear you all, because I'm sure that you would be able to tell me exactly what's better. Oh, I'm going to have that one there, I think, because otherwise I just feel like it's a little bit weird just having the, you know, the 4. Like, do they even look like snowballs if it's just 4? I wasn't sure that they did. I wish I had some glitter. My daughter again has used all the glitter. She does this every year when it comes to Christmas, and I think, oh, I'd like some glitter. Yep, every year she's used it up. Kids, they're so selfish. So selfish. She just loves glitter so much. Right, really loving that. So yeah, in an ideal world, I would probably put some glitter around the edge of there, because I think that would just really look gorgeous. Don't have any glitter, so I won't do that. Well, couldn't, even if I wanted to. Now I'm thinking, oh, do I have any white? No. Let me see if I've got some white organza ribbon, because that would be just perfect to have as a you know, perfect to have at the top of there. Oh, and again, no, got all sorts of things, but not white. I've got some white satin. Not sure that's quite going to have the same effect. No, that's just not. It looks too heavy for that tag, so I have got some pale pink organza. I think that might look quite cute, so should we just give that a try? I love organza ribbon. Let's just give that a try. Oh my goodness, come on. I mean, it's not brilliant, I have to say. White would look a whole bunch better than this, but yeah, I don't think I've got any white. I might have, but it's, yeah, it's obviously buried somewhere, and yeah, I can't find it anywhere. And my ribbon I am, you know, normally quite neat with to keep it in a drawer all contained. So yeah, the fact I can't see it would suggest that perhaps I haven't got any, but I don't mind it with the pink. It's okay. Not my favourite, but it's okay. So yeah, I'm going to put it like that. And then I think let's just have another one of those little hangy things, I think. One of those little droplets. Because that looks very sweet, doesn't it? So I'll just see what colours I've got here. Oh, I've got a gorgeous pink one. Is that pink? Yeah. So again, let's just pop that down. Now the other thing that would look really nice on here if I had it would be a white, sorry, not a white, a, you know, pale pink bow or something. But actually I said white because I have got some white ones. So I'm going to put a bow on here. Oh my goodness, come on, go through there. Oh, don't tell me it's coming to the point where I won't be able to use you know, bulb pins either soon, because I won't be able to see to actually thread things on there. I mean, oh my goodness, how my eyesight must have deteriorated since I first started doing this. It's quite shocking. Right, just again, just hold the bow down with the hot glue. Yeah, that looks very cute and very pretty. Now, just going to pull in a white bow just because it may well look cute on here. So, yeah, take that, and it might be too much, but we'll just give it a try. Oh my goodness, how about like that? Oh, that's so lovely, isn't it? Right, let me just, oh gosh, now look what I've done. This has been one disaster after another. Oh no, I haven't. For a minute I thought I glued that down. No, I hadn't. Right, so I'm going to glue the bow here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to glue kind of like the lower part of the bow and then glue here. Only because I've not got that much room to actually glue this down, so I don't want to, you know, apply the glue too high on the bow. There we go. Oh my goodness, isn't that one gorgeous? Scrumptious, scrumptious. So obviously we've got, you know, pocket here, and we can obviously put a couple of lovely yummy journal cards in there. So let's just grab a journal card. Let's take this one. Okay. Okay. Like that. Okie dokie. Right, let's put this into that pocket. Yay! So that's our little envelope style tags. Obviously that one is way wider than that. So yeah, I personally prefer the smaller one, you know, size wise. Having said that, I probably prefer this one, you know, style wise, because it's just my type of colours really. But yeah, I really hope that you like them. I really hope that you love the kit. You know, like I say, it's absolutely humongous, and yeah, lots and lots of different pages, and you know, all sorts of different looks that you could get from this kit. So yeah, I really hope that you like it. I really hope that you enjoy using it if you decide to buy it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have fun with these. Let me know in the chat below, how do you decide to use these? Are you going to hang them on your Christmas tree? Are you going to give them as gifts? You know, let me know below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks then. Bye.